So, I haven't yet got the name for these times that we are going to have in this year of illumination, where everything comes together like a new vantage, the slipstream, the pipeline, all of it like just comes together. And yet, the year of illumination and its vibe just creates a container in which we are held safely. But basically, it does present us with an opportunity if we choose to allow to really manifest whatever it is that you have desired, like especially that which is your heart's desire, the one that your heart is plugged into in each moment. Um, it's like you may not recognize what is actually happening until it hits you and come out the other side and you realize, whoa, this is something that I might have taken 4 years to do before. And it was there on my radar and was going to happen in 2 years' time, and it happens. I mean, that's the experience I've had, and it's the first time that even I have experienced all of these forces that we've been trained to work with come together without destabilizing me. It also has given me, what it also does is it really calls for you to build up your ability to handle choice elimination. Because when these situations occur, it'll be like one choice is even better than the other, and even better than the other, and all of these things you've desired. So it really gets you to connect with, what am I truly about? What is it that has the biggest impact? You know? And our beyond meditation work, it literally is like we call it, there's a Sanskrit word called sadhana, which is like a deep, long study of something that you engage in for many years. And we have been engaging in the sadhana of literally harmonizing the soul presence in this human form. And that allows us to very safely, simply allow when you experience lots of things coming together. So many of you have been part of my World Dignity Forum conversations previously, several years ago, and we did indeed seed the World Dignity movement in Los Angeles. And my intention was that, we it is to happen again in 2022, but because COVID was still up and down, so I sort of released the attachment to it happening every 2 years. And in my thinking and planning, I just detached from a time. I just knew that I must stand, and I know that the time is now. And dignity, as many of you have heard me say, we are born with it. It's one of the three things we are born with. We are born with choice, we are born with dignity, we are born with our source mastery that puts us in at the source of our life. Dignity is honoring of our own worthiness, and from that space honoring that in others, other living beings, and the planet itself. And the World Dignity Forum is really a place where I call them resolutionaries gather, solutionaries that have, these are people who've taken a resolve to address some of world's biggest issues that have an impact on, vast majority of us and the planet. And they have created solutions, and those solutions are actually delivering the results, and they are at it doing what they do best. So the World Dignity Forum is a gathering of these solutionaries coming from resolve. So, my intention was, in the previous version, we had over, I was just looking at how many, we had over 100 solutionaries. I used to just call them solutionaries. And several of those were really not resolutionaries. They were engaged in climate change issues because it was the right thing to do at the time. And when situations shifted, COVID certainly, turned lots of things upside down. They haven't continued with that resolve. So it wasn't a resolve. It was something that they were pursuing. So I've decided this time I'm actually going to choose the resolutionaries very specifically. And the World Dignity Forum will become like the Nobel Foundation equivalent for this time, where we are very specifically looking at, honoring resolutionaries that have created solutions that enable to uplift quality of life on the planet. Um, so this is something that I had in mind, and I wanted to anchor it with a water conclave on the 21st of September, the International Day of Peace. As many of you already know, that peace to me, it's best to focus on the key and unlock the doorway to peace. And the key to unlocking the doorway to peace is gratitude. So I like the idea of the International Day of Peace as a water conclave where we bring flow of gratitude, and peace amplifies and multiplies, and we illuminate that gratitude really is the key. If you focus too much on peace, you're actually highlighting conflict, which generates a need for peace. Peace is simply a consequence of gratitude. So that's what I was looking at doing, and then over the next 2 years, do a number of these conclaves, perhaps 2 or 3 a year, until 2025, 2026, to really have the World Dignity Forum as a conscious parallel to the World Economic Forum. And so I was invited to this particular gathering in Bangalore, where the Prime Minister was inaugurating the world's first completely free medical college for 100 students. And it's really like a new way of thinking, coming, and the person who's envisioned it, the visionary who's thought about it, is his thing is that nutrition, healthcare, and education is our birthright. It should be available free of charge. We don't need to compromise anything to get that. And that's what he's created. So, okay, I go there, and they had said to me, because they'd heard about the World Dignity Forum, that they would like to offer their convocation center for the World Dignity Forum conclaves. And I'm still thinking 21st September. And I go there and I talk to the visionary. He's a spiritual visionary and quite a phenomenal leader with, I don't know, millions of people that really follow him. And he's down to earth. It's nothing, not religious at all. It is all about really making a difference on the ground. And when I talked to him, and was brief conversation, he immediately said, "Well, we're doing a leadership summit and it lasts 2 weeks. Why don't you take up, that leadership summit and have your World Dignity conclaves there?" At first, I thought, okay, I do 1 or 2 talks on leadership. And then, of course, I tune in and I, really allow Spirit to download what is coming through. And I got that actually we should do 9 World Dignity conclaves on different issues to really anchor, how we are defining world dignity with these resolutionaries at the summit. So now we're talking about July. So something that would have happened over the next 3 years has come together to occur in July in partnership. And the other vision that I always had was, when we do the World Dignity Forum and bring these resolutionaries, I wanted at least a third of the audience to be students, for 2 reasons. One is, it's great for them to learn, but also there is this rift between our generation has spoiled the world for the future generations. And let's release that. Our generation resolutionaries have been at it for a while to make this planet a beautiful place. Let's just collaboratively co-create coexistence, and open the doorway to gratitude and just simply release anything that might be conflicting. And this place they have 1,000 students that are being educated. It's called the Institute of Human Excellence, and it is a values-based education. And these students go to Harvard, and it's a postgraduate college which begins in 6th grade and goes all the way to post-graduation. And students go into phenomenal jobs and all of that. Everything is 100% free of charge. That is available, including your stay, your clothes, your food, and the education. So we will actually have the students there. And we can invite more, but we will actually have the students there in the audience as well as others who will be there. So it's like, okay, I said, this particular, equinox and the days that followed were giving us a hint of this particular time zone that we are in. And I just saw it play out right there in front of me. So, just be aware of what might be occurring. And all I could do was simply allow for it to unfold. The biggest issue that I had before was when I did the previous World Dignity Forum was, the finding the right location, which has a helipad, which has the right security. I went and attended an event with the Prime Minister arriving. They have three helipads, They have all the security you could think of. And the event managers are teachers and students who are coming from the core values that are foundation in love. So there isn't the helter-skelter event planning team running around. It was so calm and so, perfectly orchestrated. And from a security point of view, it was quite something. We had to leave everything, including, any watches you might have had, any cash, any wallets, all our phones, everything had to be left, in a locker box at the entrance. And it was all, and there were no big queues. It was just perfectly handled by these amazing students and teacher combination. I'll share a few photographs just so you have a sense of what I'm talking about. So just look for it. Look for that which you have deeply desired. This is still the time. We are still in that space. It's going to continue till the 4th of April. This energy, this vibe. So look out for what's unfolding for you, and simply allow, let the dust settle, as they say, and you will see what's actually happened. So, very excited to share that. And there is no way I would even have recognized what has occurred if I wasn't in a harmonized state of my soul being completely in harmony with my human presence. So I was in a state of love, love being amplified, and the infiniteness of my soul presence, very much anchored and lovingly so in this human form. So, with that having been said, receive from what I have shared, whatever it is that chooses to come for you, and drop your hands. Your feet are on the floor already. If you need to stretch your legs, you may. So your feet are on the floor, you drop your hands, cup your knees, your eyes are closed, drop your shoulders, rotate them, open your chest, take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. A deep breath out. And this time, when you're breathing in, I want you to breathe in as you rotate your shoulders. I want you to start getting accustomed to really, as you're breathing in, as you rotate your shoulders, you'd already now have the cellular memory of everything opening up, your chest, your lungs, and your shoulder blades getting into position. So now, with your breath in, you're going to fill that part of your lungs. So just drop your shoulders, breathe in, and now breathe out. You don't need to drop your shoulders, you keep them open. Another deep breath in now, and this time again rotate your shoulders. Another deep breath in. Now hold yourself there and allow your breath to flow wherever it chooses to flow. Breathe in and just follow your breath. Go with it wherever it chooses to go. Breathe out. Breathe out. Breathe in. Take your left hand and just slide it from your knee, just slide it over your body, the center of your body over to your heart. And take your right hand and from your knee, just slide it over your thighs, get it to the middle of your body, and take it up and just keep it where your solar plexus is. With what we've just done, you opened up certain chambers of your lung sac that have opened up for the first time. And the one thing that is held in the lung sac is joy. And when we don't express our truth, that joy becomes, you know, subdued and a stickiness starts to develop. So as you're focusing on your lung sac, I want you to just move yourself forward and have your chest sort of slightly bending forward, okay? Not a lot, just slightly bending forward. Now your shoulders will be relaxed. The shoulder blades don't let them droop, just follow your body. And I'm asking you to do this just to expand the quantum of oxygen you're able to take in and the quantum that is able to flow through your body. So as you bend forward now, your lungs are down and your heart is above the lungs. So its capacity has already increased. You will be able to deepen the quantum of breath. If you ever feel breathless, you literally just bend forward. It automatically expands the capacity of your heart. And as the lungs have opened, it all feels very, very good and yummy. Your heart is happy to be utilized in its full capacity. Now you can return back to the center. You can relax your hands and have them in whichever way you desire. I've asked you to do this because the energies of this time can create a lot of excitement and enthusiasm. And you may not necessarily know why until the dust settles. So, shortness of breath will not be unexpected. And it's really just simply due to excitement. So, by having access to a way of expanding the capacity of taking in this oxygen and having it flow through your body, will really greatly help. It's another very powerful thing that occurs in this cycle of breathing in and breathing out. There is a rhythm to it. There is a routine to it. And it just keeps going no matter what. And with the beyond meditation, combining it with beyond meditation, where you're focusing on it, what occurs is you start to recollect that vast majority of your 124 trillion cells are in fact humming along very nicely. It gives you that inner confidence to be able to address even some of the most debilitating or pressuresome physical conditions. And you develop a relationship and a rapport with those of the 124 trillion cells that are humming along nicely and not screaming for attention. We often ignore such people, we forget to even appreciate them. By doing what we are doing over the next several of these beyond meditation sessions, you're developing a wonderful team spirit with all of your cells, releasing any judgment, any evaluation. So when the going is tough in one particular part of your body, that part by itself reaches out to those trillions of cells that are absolutely fine. Even if your conscious awareness goes for a toss, the cells themselves develop this connection within you. And in doing so, they develop a very beautiful, powerful connection with each other. As you're breathing in and out, you notice an inner warmth building up from within your body, and that inner warmth is rising. And it is rising and spreading across your entire body. And it's the warmth of compassion, the warmth of camaraderie, the warmth of deep, heartfelt connections, the warmth of accepting your unique style of relating to people. And as you connect with that, you suddenly feel very bright. There's brightness that is emanating from the inside out. Some of you may feel that your breath has become deeper. Some of you may feel like yawning because a huge influx of powerful life force energy that is now moving through your body. Breathe in to the count of 9, hold to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hold 2, 3, 4, breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hold 2, 3, 4, breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hold 2, 3, 4, breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel a smile forming on your face. Allow yourself to stretch that smile as far as it'll go. And then just simply swallow that smile. And feel those beaming, smiley 124 trillion cells that are smiling within, inside, and outside. You feel all the various external fractures, entities, hooks that might have been left behind in your field. They are experiencing this 124 trillion cell smile bath. It's a continuous flow of smiles that is by itself overtaking your field. Feel that expansiveness, feel that strength in your core, feel the depth of your roots. And repeat after me the human vibe attunement. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I anchor the human within humanity. I anchor the human within humanity. I anchor the human within humanity. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your left hand over your heart and your right hand just holding your left hand with your fingers just curled over. Feel the beautiful palace of extraordinary miracles that you wake up to, that you sleep into, that you walk around with every single day. And you have this because of all the worthiness you have earned over millennia that your soul consciousness has been in existence. And all of that has been brought by you into this physical form which is our human form, to amplify it. Take your hands in front of your throat, rub them against each other, put them over your eyes, tap your face, tap your neck, down your shoulders. Do an energy sweep. It's Tuesday. I will see all of you on Thursday. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
A very special time.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mynoo. That was
Welcome.
wonderful.
You're welcome.
Amazing.
Thank you.
I will message you, David and Helene,
Okay.
and Kristen as well, if she's still here. I'll message you. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.